Hello everyone, I'm Imbrett, and welcome to Isolation. This is a web browser game. Let's get into it. You lay in your room, contemplating the events of the last month. Oh. You think about your friend Eleanor. You think about how much she's been suffering here. How she told you she couldn't bear it. How you didn't help them. You think about how they're in their room, while not being there at all. She's gone and you did nothing to help her. You decide that enough is enough. You decide that you need to see it for yourself. They've locked her in her room, but you know she's still in there. You need to see her. Deep down, you know she isn't gone. You get up. You need to get out of the room. You need to do something. You head to the center of the room and consider what you should do next. As you observe the possibilities, you choose to investigate. Door, TV, kitchenette, or bathroom. The kitchenette. Upon initial inspection, there is nothing of note. The doors of the cabinet seem like they're about to fall off their hinges. There's nothing of note here. However, you do find a screwdriver. You hear a strange buzzing. You pick up the screwdriver, heading back to the center of the room. The bathroom, a simple bathroom containing a toilet, a shower, and a sink. There's a large metal grate in the ceiling, what appears to be the entrance to a ventilation shaft. You feel like you can take the grate off with your screwdriver. You can hear a strange buzzing. You take the grate off of the ceiling with your screwdriver. Using the toilet, you can boost yourself up into the ventilation shaft, or you can continue looking around the room. We finish looking around the room. As you approach the door, you see that it is a sliding door. There doesn't seem to be any handle to open it. You grab your card from your pocket and try the swiper. It doesn't work. They've all of you in. You're locked in this room. You hear a strange buzzing. You could hear the TV the whole time. The TV is just flashed static, producing the buzzing noise at the same time. There doesn't appear to be anything of importance here. The buzzing is becoming increasingly annoying. You consider to turn the TV off, but you could also leave it and head back to the center of the room. Turn it off. You turn the TV off. The buzzing stops and the screen turns black. You head back to the center of the room. The grate from the ceiling is now on the floor. Headed to the ventilation shaft. You climb up into the shaft, compressing your body as much as you can in order to be able to move out throughout. You haul yourself over the ledge of a vertical section of the vent, and then over into a long horizontal section with different paths leading off from the one you're on. However, you know where you want to go. You went to see Eleanor. You clamber over to where you know her room is. The vent's layout is identical to the path between rooms, so you know where you're going. After about a minute of crawling, you make your way to the grate above her room. You stare down into her bathroom. It's almost identical to yours, aside from the doodles scrawled along the walls, her own and some that the two of you did together. You recall how it helped to calm her down. Taking a deep breath, you unscrew the grate and exit the vent. The large metal grate hits the tiled floor of Eleanor's bathroom with a loud clatter. Fear fills you as you immediately realize you're going to get caught. That doesn't matter to you now, though. You just want to see her. You place your hand on the handle of the bathroom door, slowly pulling it down and opening it, preparing yourself for whatever you're about to see. Now that the door is ajar, you hear the shuffling inside the room. You're filled with hope as your delusions are now proven to be true. You dash around the corner to greet your friend, to embrace her. But you're not met with that. You're met with a corpse. She's on the floor, blood pooling from her stomach. A knife is the centerpiece of this mess. You look up at the man that stood over her. He has dark brown hair, brown eyes, and a white lab coat. Recognize him, though you hadn't noticed him there before. He stands over the body like it's nothing, scribbling in a notebook, in this room that's almost identical to yours. You can't be sure of what he's writing, though it still infuriates you all the same. You lock eyes with him for a few minutes. As you stare at him, you see something deeper, more melancholic in his eyes. Though it's only a thought. His eyes go back to his notebook as if you aren't even there. You consider attacking him for all he's done to you, to Eleanor, or it might be easier to talk to him. I'm gonna talk. What did you do? Your voice echoes ever so slightly in the mostly empty room. He gazes up at you. Your eyes lock once more before he speaks. I didn't do anything. I'm here because I was ordered to be, though I'd prefer to be anywhere other than here. He gazes down at Eleanor, then back up at you. You'd rather be somewhere else? You ever thought about where any of your subjects would want to be? His response infuriates you. How could he pity himself when he's helping to put all of you through this? I have, actually. The man walks over to the bed in the room and sits on the bed. Were you close? If we weren't, do you think I would have broken down my room to be here? Point, my name's Dr. Stanton. Please, call me Jean. Or Jean. I don't know. He drops your gaze, staring absently at the floor. What's the point in telling me your name? Aren't you going to report me? Get me put into solitary? Aren't they already in solitary? His casual tone about all of this unnerves you. Why is he speaking to you? Isn't that against the rules? You find this all confusing. I don't want to. I never wanted to do this to any of you. You don't want to be here, right? I mean, I'd assume you don't want to be here. The expression of pure, raw guilt coats his face. You can tell he's being honest. No, of course I don't. Who would enjoy this? Those tests you put us through were horrible. How has this place not been shut down? You think back to the first choice you ever had to make here. You've spent every night since then bombarded by flashing lights and blaring sounds. Eleanor was watched by him, though she couldn't deal with it. I'm not sure, though there's not much time for us to talk any longer. I have one question for you. Did you turn off your TV? Yeah, I did. Why? Why can't I choose this? That makes my cursor little... It just makes my cursor a little thing. Yeah, I did. Why? Why can't I choose that? Interesting. There's nothing hiding around. What if I go back and attack him? His eyes were on his notebook. You take the opportunity. You dash over, ripping the knife out of your friend's stomach and thrusting it into the researcher's chest. His eyes widen, looking at the space above you as you pull the knife out. He mutters a few sounds, but nothing else. He then falls to the ground, still. You gaze over the two bodies at your feet. It takes you a moment to realize what you've done. Then it hits you. You overcome by rage so much that you murdered someone. You shoot to their level. You realize that you need to leave. You look around for your solutions. Grab the knife. The knife you used to murder the researcher is on the floor. You grab it, pick up the knife. You return to trying to find a way to leave. Check the researcher's body. You check the researcher's pockets. You find a key card and a set of car keys. You go back to trying to find a way to leave. As you observe the walls, you see all of your friend Eleanor's drawings. Many of them are unfamiliar to you, though one you do recognize is someone she described to you as the Hat Man. You wouldn't stop watching her sleep. You check Eleanor's door. It's also locked. It's better not to worry about this right now. You need to leave. You enter the vents. Two ideas enter your mind. You can return to your room, which would most likely result in you getting caught, or you continue through the vents until you find an exit. You climb through the vents once more. You try not to take any turns, for fear of getting lost in the vent maze. Eventually, you reach a fork in the road. You can go left or right. I love left. You turn left, crawling along the ventilation system. You continue for a while until you hit a dead end. No turns. Just an opening in the wall from which faint light spills through the grate. You can enter or you can turn back. Might as well. You unscrew the grate. The grate falls away from the wall. As you peer out into the new area, you see a parking lot illuminated by tall lamps. As you look down, there's a dumpster filled with garbage, something that could act as a cushion for a fall from this vent. You also note that you don't think you'll be able to get back up from the vent after climbing out. Do you turn back to the intersection of the vents, or do you climb down? Okay. You arrive back at the split road. You continue to the right side and can go back to where you entered the vents. You turn right, crawling along a dead end, and it turns just an opening on the floor of the vent in front of you from which light pours through. Oh no. Uh-oh. As you lean over the grate to unscrew it, it collapses and you fall in. You hit your head on hard. You're quickly losing consciousness. Though in your final moments of consciousness, you see a woman standing over you, issuing commands to the others you can't quite make out. You don't recognize her, though she seems familiar. You struggle to make out who she is as you lose consciousness. An empty void. Until you wake up. It takes you a few minutes to come to, but once you do, you realize where you are. You've never been here before, but it's all still familiar to you. The walls are stained white fabric, painted walls. or padded walls. And the floor and ceiling are exactly the same. You start sobbing uncontrollably as you realize that there's no way out. That this is all that's left for you. Game over. Oh, well, I don't know. Just go back out the. I can just climb down. I'd found the way out, and then I was like, no, I gotta explore more, and then I died. You fall into the dumpster. It's unpleasant, but it's better than landing on concrete. You climb out and look over the parking lot. You press a button on the keys and hear the beeping of a car unlocking somewhere over in the car park. You found the guy's car. You walk over to it with confidence. Sneaking seems like it'd just draw more suspicion. You unlock it, get in, and start the ignition. There's a toll gate at the entrance, operated by a guard. You think you can ram it, forcing your way out. You take the car as far as you can from the toll gate, then accelerate as much as you can, ramming the gate. It flies off the mechanism, scraping along the front of the car as the flimsy bar bends out of shape. You continue along the path through the woods. You did it. You're out. Game over. Retry. So I got out. And I also died on the other one. Okay, so TV. I'll just leave the TV on. Oh. Screwdriver. I didn't have to get the screwdriver. Let's go right to hers. And then C. Oh no. Talk to him. Did you turn off your TV? No, I didn't. Why? Is it important? That's bad. You should leave, fast. He hands you a key card and a set of car keys, then he pulls out his phone and shows you a photo of his car. Who keeps photos of their cars? That's mine. You need to get out of here once you get out of the facility. We're in the middle of the woods. You'll need it. Now get going. You give him a skeptical look before asking him a question. Why are you helping me? This all seems pretty suspicious to you. He just gives us his car if we leave him alive. John thinks for a second, then responds. There's too much to explain right now. To put it short, I feel bad for ever helping the isolation test go through. You look at each other for a few more seconds, the skepticism and doubt between you tangible before he speaks up once more. Come on, get going. You listen to his advice and prepare to leave. Look around you. The floor is barren except for Eleanor's body. It still has a knife in it. You could grab the knife, but that would be crude. It might be better just to leave it. I didn't need the knife. You check Eleanor's door. It's also locked. It's better not to worry about this. You need to leave. The Hat Man. He wouldn't stop watching her sleep. Find an exit. Left. Opening the wall. Enter. Unscrew the grate. Parking lot. Garage. Climb down. Oh. You did it. You're out. Is that just the good ending? Now what happens if I do turn it off? And it lets me. Turn the TV off first. There's nothing of note here. Okay. Now what happens if I turn it off the very first thing I do? Nope, she did. Talk to him. It still won't let me say that I turned off the TV. What? I don't understand. It's just a dead end. I'm so confused. I think I did everything else besides go back to my room after after either attacking him or just getting his car keys the nice way. While attacking him is the faster one. Although I'm assuming that'll also just get me into the padded cell. Ba-da-ba-ba. Interesting. You clamber through the ventilation shaft until you reach the space above your room. The if changer should be stored in a variable. Okay, so. Huh. You clamber through the vents until you reach your room. You climb down into the bathroom, immediately heading for the bed of the main room. You lay in your bed thinking about what you just gave up. You gave up. What a wasted opportunity. Oh, okay. What if I don't? Go, and then when I'm gonna talk to him and tell him I didn't turn off the TV. I don't get the TV thing. The TV thing is just not works. The TV just is a dead end. I don't understand. Okay, going, prepare to leave. Enter the vents. Turn to your room. To reach your room. Yeah, you just gave up. Okay. I don't know. There's something about turning the TV off, but that option seems to be broken right now. Or I'm missing something. But I don't know what I'm missing because I've explored everything, I believe. But it is quite an interesting story. I do want to look more into it. There's, like I say, I'm pretty sure it's fairly new. Yeah, published 2 days ago. So there's not much information about it on the itch page. I don't know. And it's also this person's only game on itch, I see. So I can't really find out much there either. Interesting. But that is all the time that I have for you today, folks. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. I really appreciate it, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!